The Switch 2, despite the divisive price, is still worth getting. I mean, $450 for the base system isn't that bad. Everyone just thinks that the Switch 2 is just a cheap upgrade when it's not. I mean, when the Xbox Series X first came out, the base price for that system was $500, it offered nothing new, and no one complained about it. The Switch 2 also fixed a lot of the problems with the first one. It has bigger Joy-Con controllers, a better kickstand, and it now even supports 4K resolution with 120 FPS. It even did something fans have been waiting a long time for: add GameCube games. Now you can play great games like Wind Waker or F-Zero GX wherever you want. I will admit, the fact that the chat button on the right Joy-Con 2 controller is useless without a paid Nintendo Switch Online membership is stupid, it's still worth getting. I mean, this is the first time Nintendo's actually implementing voice chat on one of their systems, and $20 for it is still worth it. Not only that, but when the Xbox 360 first used voice chat, you needed to pay $60 instead of $20, and that wasn't including the chat headset that you had to buy separately. The Switch 2 already has a built-in microphone, so you don't need to worry about using a chat headset with a short cable or one that needs to constantly be recharged. Plus, the Switch Online membership is required for online multiplayer for games like Mario Kart World anyway. Also, you can do this anywhere. Even the GameCube controller for the expansion pack is worth it. There's finally a GameCube controller that doesn't have the bulky design of the Wavebird controller, that still works wirelessly, and even includes the chat button. So now you can play GameCube games while talking with friends anywhere. Plus, unlike the Wii U when it first launched, there's already a huge lineup of iconic games for this system that people waited decades for. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, a sequel to Kirby Air Ride, Mario Kart World, of course, and for people who already have the physical copies of either Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom with the Switch Online membership, they can get the upgraded versions for free. What's especially good is being able to share your creations you made with auto-build with anyone. It's almost like a return to Miiverse posting. While I do miss Nintendo consoles coming with pre-packaged games for free, like Wii Sports with the Wii or Nintendo Land with Wii U, the game that's supposed to be a tech demo for the Switch 2, Switch 2 Welcome Tour, is still worth the $10. I agree that it should be for free, but $10 isn't that bad. It's not like the dumpster fire of a game we got with the 1-2 Switch. No one liked that game and you had to pay $50 for it instead of $10. Plus, it would also be a great filler game to play while we wait to play games like the next 3D Mario or Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. The Switch 2 just has so much potential. Now that the Joy-Cons are bigger, it'll be much easier to use them by themselves than they would be on the original Switch. The SL and SR buttons are bigger, the control stick is bigger, it's easier to grip, and I also believe Nintendo is designing them specifically to make sure they don't drift like the Joy-Cons of the original Switch did. With the online membership, the chat option, and even the camera, the Switch 2 will be the best hybrid gaming console ever. If you get stuck in games like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you can share your screen with a friend and they can help you with it. You can even play Mario Kart World or even Mario Kart Double Dash if it's added to the roster of GameCube games in the future with your friends anywhere you want. You can now play Nintendo games from virtually every Nintendo console ever made: Game Boy, Super NES, Nintendo 64, GameCube, and even Sega Genesis wherever you go. What's even better is that you can play all these retro games with their original controllers. They're also upgraded to be used wirelessly, and you have a selection of over 50 games, which some, like Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube, has fully remappable controls in the Joy-Con 2 controllers. I would stop complaining about the problems surrounding this system, because in the end, this system is the peak of Nintendo consoles in terms of quality. They stuck with the formula that worked, that is, better controls, more convenience, and games that people actually want. Are you getting a Switch 2? Let me know if you will and what you love or hate about this system in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.